Hey Alex, yeah, I can get you started in the right direction on this making of your pig here. Let me just flip over to the project. The way I approached it was, and I guess we're talking about your draw bear method here for your pig. Um, what I did was I noticed that there's already a uh, a canvas um, method called fill shape that will fill up a shape object. And there's an object called polygon, which is a kind of a shape. It implements the shape class. So you can create a polygon if you give it the x points, the y points, and how many points there are altogether as your constructor. Then you can give it you can create a polygon. So what I did was just looking for a simple way to do it. I went in here and I wrote a create polygon method. Let's find that down here. So I wanted to create a new polygon with, my list of x points, my list of y points, and n being the number of points, right? So if you come in with these two parameters, your pen and your number of points, you can basically use the idea that you have here in polygon, because you're moving to different points. You just want to make sure that your pen state is set correctly. So what you want is to make sure your pen is up. So if we go in here and say, I'm going to save my start state, and then I'm going to say pen, what is it? Pen up? Is that yeah, and then you just go through, you're looping through, and what I'm doing is I store the x points and the y points, then I move the pen, but since the pen is up, by the time I'm done, I'm back to my original position and direction. So I get back to my starting state that way. And then what I'll do is say if let's see. Probably a better name for this is pen starts down. So if pen starts down, in other words, if you started off with the pen being down, then you want to make sure that you set the pen down. Okay. Oh, pen down. And actually, to make this work, I had to add this. I had to add a couple of things to pen. Let me just show you. So I'll send you these files, but just so you're aware. So I had to add in this Boolean is pen down to see whether the pen's down or not, and the get x and the get y. I just added those in so that I can get my x and y positions each time. So I store my x and y positions, and I know coming in how many points I have, because that's the number of points in the polygon. And then I just return a new polygon object with the x points and the y points and the n. And what do I do with that? Okay, so then I use that to get my ear shape, right? And then I just say canvas fill ear shape. So this ear shape is not exactly what you want. You're going to have to play around a little bit and make it, so I have it set to be red. I'm initially putting at this XY. So I'm putting it at 50-50. So it's not in exactly the right place, and also it's not in exactly the right orientation. So what you're going to want to do is try making the pen turn before you pass it down. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see. Let's close up. Let's compile and make a new draw demo. And if I say, what do I say? Let's see here. Draw a bear. Comes out like that. Oh, I notice it's blue. I don't know why I'm not sure now why it came out blue. Because I did say red here. But anyway, some of that has to do with, I don't know. Oh, because the foreground color probably. So it's probably using the foreground color, it looks like. So you want to, set the foreground color to the right color. You can also, let's see, in here where you create the pen, you could say pen, what is it? It's turn a certain amount. Yeah. So like say pen, you can experiment, like pen turn 60, see what that does. And maybe use set foreground color here. Oh, this doesn't work. That's not for pen, is it? Alright. Well, we don't really care what the pen color is, actually, because we're... it's the canvas that we're actually using here, right? So, set foreground color. Here's what we should be doing now, right? Since we're not drawing with the pen at all, we're pen up the whole time. We really don't need to worry about what color the pen is. So let's just kill that. And let's see, draw bear. So that's a little bit, maybe a little bit better. I don't know exactly how you want it. You have to figure out, how you want it turned and locate it and make it the right size and all of that stuff. But I'll leave that to you. Oh, and you also wanted to do a squiggly tail. I would use some version of draw spiral for that. Where is it? Yeah, you got this draw spiral thing right here. So you could probably let's see. I'm gonna if we say draw spiral, what does it look like? Oh yeah, that's a square spiral. Maybe you could draw something that's more roundish and without so many things in it to do a spiral. So you want to make it more like an arc shape and not as many lines. Alright, so work on that for a little while, and if you still can't get it the way you want it, then just let me know.